Hello, our beautiful, beautiful souls. My love, you ready for the next one?
I love this next question. It's sort of there's sort of a couple pieces to it, but they're all together. If and when we were back together, will I have the type of loving, supportive relationship I want with him? That's something that bothers me. Does being with him mean I can't have a normal relationship with him because I have to be careful and only focus on me? So if I'm having a bad day, does that mean I can't go to him for support? If I'm married to him, how can I have no preference? I would want my husband to treat me a certain way, and do loving things for me. Are they affectionate, or do they buy you things once you're back together? I'm trying to understand what to expect. So if this isn't what I want, maybe I should completely forget him and manifest a soulmate. Love this question. It's so good.
So good. Okay, I want to get deep in it. Okay, so first and foremost, this is not a relationship. I just want you to know this right off the bat. Yes, you can have a permanent relating experience where in the 3D, you're married, you live together, and that's what it is. But this is your soul, and your soul is you. This is a spiritual connection that is so deep, my love, that no label can ever amount to what this is. So, yes, if I'm having a bad day, I would want to be comforted. I would want to be given that attention. This connection requires me to be my best version of me. And when I have that needy energy that wants attention, it backfires. It just does. It's like, I just told you how amazing the soul connection is, right? Because there's a oneness and a wholeness, and it's so pure, and they are you. That's what I feel when we're together. So I'm whole, I'm complete. There's nothing I need from me because I'm them, right? And so if I go about this connection like it was in the bubble phase, I am projecting an expectation as if it is a conditional form of love, right? I want them to give me attention. I want them to comfort me. I want them to soothe me. And what this connection does is it allows me to get deeper in myself. And it allows us to both thrive and merge together as one, right? When I'm in my prime and I'm in my pure alignment with soul, and I know I'm a goddess, they are drawn to me because I'm my purest form of self. When I have uncertainty and I'm feeding the mind, and I'm feeding the mind, and I'm feeding the mind, they cannot meet me. And why would I want, this is my own personal, I chose this. This is what I chose for me. Why would I want to feed the mind? Right? So yes, if you need to feed the mind to feel better, to feel whole, a soulmate will feed the mind with you and you feed their mind. It's like that. But I am going to just kind of give you a warning. Once you wake up, it's going to be really hard to resonate with that type of conditional love from here on out, because you're going to have to feed their ego and they feed your ego. And it's like, we're both going to feed each other's ego, right? We're both trying to like stay in this thing here where we connect through mind. And that's okay. That's another, it's a soulmate, right? That's another form of relationship where we both feed each other through mind, and that's okay. Once you have experienced leveling up through soul, it's hard to stay asleep with anyone really. It's hard to stay asleep with friends. It's hard to stay asleep with family. It's hard to stay asleep with anyone, let alone the person you are sharing your life with. Like I already have a hard time staying in mine on my own. And now I need to stay in mine most of the time, for me to still feel that connection or continue that connection, because a soulmate connection will feed you that ego fed, the attention, those things, right? And so that is reciprocal, I guess is what I would say, because I want the attention, I want the attention, I want the attention. They give it to you, they give it to you, they give it to you. And then that's it. You just keep you just keep giving that. This connection, which I chose, is one where I am constantly growing, evolving, and getting deeper in myself. And I'm being called back out when I'm no longer making this about me and getting deeper in myself, right? I get called back out from their engagement, interaction with me. Now, I do want to give you some hope in this, because I think that's what the mind is like, or being questioned on. It's like, I want to make sure that I can be validated. I am given attention, because that's the type of relationship that I want. And that's okay. That's the cool part with this journey, my love, is you can choose. You can always choose. I want a soulmate. I'm going to have a soulmate, and I'm going to enjoy and dance with what the universe brings me. And then your soul comes in and you're like, you know what? Let's see what this looks like. Like, you could decide, or just say, I want to be by myself. That's the beautiful part of this journey, is we're the creator and we get to choose what we want. The universe gave us options to see which resonate the most. And it's okay if it's a soulmate. That's what resonates. It's okay if it's solitude. That's what resonates. And it's okay if it's your person. Now, the hope that I want to share is, I am given the love, attention, all of those things you listed. I am given that when I'm in soul. That's the only thing they need from me. They need me to stay in soul. When I am in mind, they can't meet me. And so when I stay in soul, I'm given the love, I'm given the attention, I'm getting the gifts, I get all that stuff. But I gotta wooza them. This is balancing my love. I gotta wooza them, right? I get the I love yous, I get the gifts, I get the attention, but I can't ruminate on them, because as soon as I experience them, I give it back. I give it back to earth. I give it back, and I thank the universe for the blessings of the present moment. There's this really beautiful book, and I recommend reading it. It is 40 Rules of Love. I don't know how much more I can stress it. 40 Rules of Love. There's a passage in there where he says, all I can promise you is the present moment. And that's really what this connection is. It's like, it's all presence. And so when we romanticize it, it's because we're looking at it through mind, and we're clinging to the stories for it to keep thriving and going. What this connection requires is for you to be in the present moment, and they're able to meet you, and they don't want to be anywhere else but in the present moment with you as well. So it's reciprocal, but it's only in the presence that we can both thrive. The reason why this connection is so hard is because we were conditioned to be in mind. We were conditioned to have these conditional love, these expectations. And so we're battling this internally every day, along with this other soul, other being, right? Our soul in front of us. So this is such a deep, beautiful question. And what I would say to you is, yes, I am given all those things you ask. You know, like just simple things like, I was telling Elizabeth, I have a massage massage table in my home. I always get like a spa, like a spa week, right? So I go and get a massage. But he got this like massage table that he bought for me. And so I get like a full body massage. I get my feet massage every day. I get all the things I want, all the attention that I want, but I don't give enough. Do you hear that? I'm treated like the queen that I am, but I don't give an F. I don't give an F. Right? When I say these things, like when I was talking about it with my masseuse that was giving me a massage at the spa week, I was like, oh, I have this massage table, my person gives me a massage all the time. And it's like, right? They're like, holy smokes. But I'm saying it like, yeah, all the time from my person. Like naturally, I'm not asking for it, but it's because I am so being in the receiving mode. It's like my hands are out and I'm just receiving all of the gifts that the universe gives me because I am the queen, I am a goddess, and I receive and have it all. But I never ask for it. I don't ask for it. I just receive it. So, yes, we can make a list of all these wonderful things that they do, right? But the mind doesn't cling to them. I don't need to remind myself he does all these things. Like I'm a red roses girl, and randomly he'll just bring red roses, right? And I don't give an F. I'm sorry, loves. I had to get to this place. The old me gets all, ooh, roses, and put them in the vase. And then I stare at it all day. Since the bubble phase, I get the roses. I say thank you. I put them up and I'm present with the roses. The old me used to watch chick flicks. The old me used to have love songs playing. I can't meet them this way anymore. I got to meet them through the higher level of consciousness, which is peace, love, joy. And the love isn't the conditional love. It's not the romance love that the mind seeks. It's the being, it's the receiving. And so, yes, they can meet me and give me all those things, but I can't expect them. I don't ask for them. And when I receive them, I don't give an F. I say thank you, but I'm not like, I'm so special. Like, no, it's the energy of thank you. Thank you. And I am grateful. I have gratitude, but I bring myself back to presence because I can't overanalyze this thing. I can't overanalyze and be like, oh my gosh, right? They're my Prince Charming, right? I can't. I cannot be in that energy, even though they are my ever after. I don't see myself being with anyone else. I just don't because they're me. I don't see myself being with anyone else. There's no one else that can ever resonate as deep as this connection in the entire cosmos. I know that for a fact because I have seen and have tried soulmates and it just doesn't resonate. Like I said, it doesn't resonate for me. So for me, this does work. And this is going to be my form of ever after in this lifetime, maybe, right? Because I'm saying maybe because I can always choose. If there ever comes a point where it doesn't resonate, I want to be able to always choose. And they have to always step up too, right? This is a two-way street. Just because they're my person, if they don't show up in this connection the way I show up, then I can hold boundaries, right? I want you guys to have that empowerment. That's why you don't need to settle with however they're coming with you because there's always going to be more. The universe is always going to bring more. It's infinite. It's infinite and always giving. So they will always show up the way that they should, right? I'm quoting that. They should in the 3D, right? They will show up that way, but it's not going to be felt or experienced in the 3D. It's going to be a oneness, wholeness, peace, acceptance, being, receiving, no need. I need you to fix me to prove that I am worthy. I need you to validate me so that I can feel better. I need you to do all these things because you are my husband, right? How about I'm doing all these things for you because I want to do these things for you because I love you, right? And it's not the conditional love. I love you. I love your presence. I love being in your presence. Very attached type of being. It's an acceptance of receiving. It's the highest form of love. Unconditional, unconditional love. And I can't give him conditions. Yes, he will never be with anyone else because I'm amazing. I know that. Good luck, right? I tell you guys that. I empower the F out of you guys to know that there is no one else like you. So yeah, he'll never find anyone like me. He will never want to go anywhere else but be with me. So all of those things that the mind will want and require will happen, but I am not expecting them and I don't need them. And when I receive them, I have gratitude and then I release it and I let it go. I hope this helps. It's such a beautiful question. I just wanted to make sure I got deep on all of the questions. What do you think, Lev?
You covered that so well. When you are in soul, everything you want is given to you in presence, and it's a different type of love, and it's a different type of relationship than it was during the bubble phase. That connection no longer exists, and it won't ever exist, but what comes instead is one of peace, love, and a different kind of fulfillment, is all I can say. Like, I wouldn't trade the way things are today for anything. I'm okay that I can't go and vent to him. Like, I will forego needing to meet him in mind for the validation and for the venting because of all the peace and love that I feel continuously on a day-to-day basis. And now I want to say you made a really good point, and I want to sort of share this version of it, this side of it, was that they don't need validation from us. They don't need that stuff. And I think that's why when we put them on a pedestal, they end up pulling, because they are seeking from us that soul, and validation is from mind, whether we are asking for it or whether we are giving it. It's still a function of mind. So I think that's why they pull so much when we tell them how amazing they are, when we do things for them that's not for us, when we are trying to work magic on them the way it works on other people, they pull, because that's all the stuff, that's the conditional stuff. So I just want to share a story from today. Today we put down my person's beloved dog, who's been with him for 14 years, one of his best friends, right? His man's best friend. And the old me, the one that would have been in mind, would have not only sort of made today about her. I don't like to admit that, but that's true. I probably would have made some of it about me. And I would have tried to feed him comfort through mind in a way to try to get validation for myself. I mean, we're very selfish people, right? The mind is a very selfish thing. It does a lot of things to be validated. And I'm being upfront and real with you guys. I would have comforted him based on getting praise back from him. And now that I'm balanced, now that I'm aligned with soul, today went very, very differently than it would have a couple of years ago. Today, the whole time when I drove him and our dog to the vets, when we were in the vets waiting, all of it was done through presence. All of it was done through soul. And when we drove home after it was done, I didn't say a word to my person. I know that the way my person needs to be comforted is not through words. It's not through validation. It's not by being told that his dog's in a better place. It's not through any of those fake, obligatory, customary mind things that we normally do with people. So instead, I gave him silence. I gave him peace. And the whole time driving home, that's all I could focus on was, I am the peace for both of us. And during the time we were in the vet's office, I literally sat there with my eyes closed, meditating and picturing our dog, who hasn't been able to walk well for a while, being able to run out and chase butterflies in the grass, feeling amazing. And there was at one point I opened my eyes and I was like, holy crap, I'm in like, I really felt like I was in my, and I was doing that because I knew while he was sobbing next to me that I would be the only energy of peace that he would be able to feel. And so I did that for him. I didn't, and I don't need anything in return. And when he thanked me after we got home and he said, thank you so much, I really appreciate everything you did, the old me would have clung to that, stored it, ruminated on it, kept it in like a little, bank account of things I've done so amazing so that I could keep score, right? We sort of do that with the mind.
Mm-hmm.
When he thanked me and appreciated me, I let it go as soon as it was done because there was nothing I needed. I didn't need that. I would have done it regardless if he said thank you or didn't say thank you. I would have done it because I know that I'm the only piece that he could receive. So this connection after the bubble phase, this connection when you're balancing, this connection when you're in a permanent relating experience is totally different than what it was before. It is one where you are the creator of soul in a sense of how you create your energy. You are creating those high vibrations for both of you because that's the only place you can meet. And the moment you try to feed them mind or get fed mind in return, that's when this connection no longer. And once again, I'm going to reiterate what you said, Joanne. You do get everything you want. You get the gifts, you get the affection, you get all of that stuff. But it's when you are in a place of soul and you don't need it, when you are not needing or expecting anything from them, they'll give you everything that you desire, but it's in a place of presence and it's not.
So beautiful, love. Thank you so much for sharing. It feels so good that our presence, our peace is enough. Right? It's like
Yeah.
I remember texting Elizabeth today and I said, she was saying how she meditated and the peace, and I said, your peace is enough for the both of you. And that just feels so good. That no words are needed. It's beyond mind. No words are needed for the both of you to feel this peace and to feel this wholeness and to feel this love. And this is what we mean by how this connection is deeper. It's deeper than any of the conditional love, the conditional paradigm that we were given. It's the opposite. It's the opposite of it. But it does give you something so much beyond that the mind can fathom. It's like beyond emotions, right? Beyond emotions. This is beyond emotions because the wholeness and oneness that you have with your soul is so deep and beyond time and space that even emotions and words are not needed for what this is and what we can provide and give each other. Whether your person is with you or not with you, your peace is more than enough for the both of you. And just hearing that feels good because you are literally their key to peace. And you getting to that place of peace, knowing even in their darkest time, you can give them this peace without a single word to be said. Oh, love that, love. You ready for the next one?
I am.